Test, test. Welcome everyone on the press conference before Octagon 80 here in Munich. Tomorrow we'll be witnesses of the great event in SAP Garden 11 fights. Right now we have the first half of the fight card. It will take 20 minutes for the questions, and then we will change the main card. So there's a place for the first question.
Yeah, I want to start with the promoters. The rumor that has been over the last week has been about the testing that you're bringing in, the sort of testing you said in a recent interview about how you're testing. So what can you tell us about the testing that you're trying to implement with Octagon?
Not much, honestly. I will keep it for quite longer for ourselves, the details, but definitely we want to start testing next year. And we were preparing that for quite a long time because it's not that easy how it could look. And we will finance it, and we will do it with the biggest possible organization here in Europe. So, and yeah, that's basically everything what I want to say right now, because we got also some agreements with them, and we are still finalizing the whole deal. But it will come, and I believe that this is something what we needs to do, and everybody will be more happy. So, yes.
Frage an Hafeni. Du wolltest, glaube ich, in Prag
Question for Hafeni. You wanted to fight in Prague, but instead you're fighting in Munich. So why did this happen? Did you decide to fight here? Yeah, after my Frankfurt fight, I took a week-long break, and I started training right away after that. We're pros. I don't need to train for months. I'm always in camp, so I'm always ready to fight in the octagon cage. And when they call me and tell me they need me, I'm ready. How is it fighting in Munich? Is it an honor for you? It's a great opportunity. Munich is my home, and I'm looking forward to it.
You get a short notice opponent. How glad are you to be able to stay on the card, and are you glad to be fighting another hometown guy that you get to get the booze, you get to be the bad guy?
My first opponent was from the Munchen, and it's good for me. But next fight will fight in Czech Republic. But now we have fight with Nafuka, and we will see.
And he is a lightweight. He's moving up to face you. So do you feel that maybe because you're a natural welterweight, you have a bit of a size advantage?
I appreciate it for he catch the fight, and I think my sorry, možná příště vám to řeknu.
I'll continue in Czech. I'm glad that he took the fight, that he accepted, and then I'm able to fight because this was the only offer I got last minute. So I appreciated being able to fight here. Thank you very much.
Basically, he's happy that he took it anyway because it was the only chance for a fight for him. So he's happy about it.
Frage an Felix. Du kriegst jetzt eine Chance, in die Octagon Top 10 von deiner
Question
Division
for
reinzukommen.
Felix.
Wie schätzt du den Rest den
You have the opportunity to join Octagon in this division. So what is your outlook on the division as a whole? It's a great division, great welterweight fighters that Octagon has, and I'm looking forward to the challenge. I have to focus on tomorrow's fight first, and depending on what happens, I'll see what happens in the future.
Despite you being here on short notice, you did miss weight. Did anything go wrong in your weight cut there, or was it just because of the short notice factor?
En realidad fueron otras cosas, pero pues como profesional, como peleador profesional, cumplí, lo hice mi mayor esfuerzo por dar el peso y pues nada, estoy listo y preparado para lo que viene. Soy un peleador experimentado, entonces nada que no haya enfrentado estoy aquí para sacar el reto, el compromiso y la pelea. Entonces vamos a hacerlo, no importa la circunstancia, la adversidad que pase, lo voy a hacer y estaré aquí para darles el mejor show al estilo mexicano.
It was not only that it was on short notice, of course it has an influence on that, but I did what I could to make my weight on time, and that went perfect, but I did my best, and I'm now here, and I'm ready, and I'm prepared very well, so I will gonna show tomorrow the Mexican style of fighting.
Yeah.
Julian im Maul und Maske. Frage an Mikey. Du bist jetzt wieder zurück.
Question for
nach deiner
Mikey.
Verletzung. Viele haben gesagt, hey,
You're
vielleicht
back
darfst du
after
nicht
your
verletzen.
injury.
Jetzt bist du wieder
Many people
zurück,
have
wieder zu
said
Hause in
that you
München.
won't be
Schreib uns mal
back
deine
after
Gefühle
an injury
wieder
like that, but
morgen
you're
wieder im
back
Käfig zu
home
stehen.
in Munich. So can
Erzähl
you
mal, was geht gerade in
describe
deinem
how
Kopf
you're
vor?
feeling before tomorrow's fight? What's happening in your head? Well, other people can kiss my ass. I have to say that it's great. It's great being back. I had 2 losses, but that went bad. Everything was bad. But Daniel, my coach, me and him, we trained hard. And I was thinking, this is not going to stop me. I can't end on a losing streak. I can't leave like this. I knew that I could show more, and I will show more. I'll show you a good fight. I had a contract, or I was going to take a contract with a different organization, but then I realized, no, I want to stay with OKTAGON, so I'm thankful that I'm here today. And I'm thankful that a lot of people had my back, that OKTAGON had my back after so many losses. So I'm grateful for that. I gave it my all.
Also,
So I think that tomorrow
also sagst du, es
will
ist
be
jetzt nicht ein letztes Mal
victorious for
morgen,
me.
sondern
So this is not the last time we're going to be seeing you tomorrow? No, definitely not. The last time you'll see me in the cage is when I hit my goal. I get to call when I stop, and no other people on Instagram get to tell me when I stop.
danke dir.
And when I think that I'm done, I'll be done. Question for Ozan. 2 weeks ago, you were supposed to be fighting in Brno, but now you're here, and it's another short notice fight. How were the previous 2 weeks for you? Because you had to cancel the fight quite short notice. Now you jumped in here quite short notice. So how are you feeling?
An erster Stelle gute Besserung an Jan Stanowski. Ne?
Well, first I'd like to wish Jan Stanowski a lot of health, because what he went through is very dangerous.
Das in der Short Notice.
Yeah, I hope he has a speedy recovery. I was just waiting for my opportunity, and it's all the same, really. I just prep for fight. And of course, my fighting style can be different, but I'm ready for anything. Your current fighter is way more experienced than Jan Stanowski. He's South American, so what do you think about that?
Das macht ihn gefährlich. Diese Erfahrung, die macht ihn gefährlich. Er ist
He's dangerous. He's dangerous. His experience is dangerous.
aber
He keeps fighting. He's in the cage all the time. He's in fight mode all the time. But I'm also quite experienced. I've had a lot of fights, but not only in MMA, but in
Dann die Frage
other
an
martial
Felix.
arts.
Erstmal schön, dich auch wieder zurück bei OKTAGON
Question
zu
for
sehen, kann man ja
Felix.
sagen.
Great
Ich glaub, es
seeing
ist
you
sehr,
here.
sehr lange her. Du warst der erste
Great
Deutsche,
seeing you
der
back.
gekämpft hat. Erzähl
You're
mal,
the
die letzten
first
Jahre,
German
wie hast du
fighter to
OKTAGON
fight with
wahrgenommen?
OKTAGON.
Und wie würdest du OKTAGON
So,
von heute
how
mit damals
was it
vergleichen?
for you these past years, and how would you compare today's OKTAGON with the OKTAGON of the past? Well, first of all, I didn't even know that I was the first German guy to join OKTAGON who paved the way for the German fighters to come here and fight here. OKTAGON has grown significantly. It's incredible, and I think it's great how active OKTAGON is on the German market and how much it's resonating with the German audience. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow. What made you decide to go back to OKTAGON? Because I can imagine that you probably had other offers, maybe even UFC. So why did you land here? Well, I had offers from PFL. That was interesting, yeah, I considered it. But I like what OKTAGON does in Germany. and I love Germany. That's why I joined. I really wished for the longest time to fight in Germany. Last question for the promoters.
Events gab es immer wieder viele Kampfabsagen.
Right now, in the last few months and tournaments, you had a lot of last-minute cancellations, and everybody was complaining. Why does OKTAGON have to keep canceling fights? So can you explain?
Yeah, basically we are sorry about it, but also we can do nothing about it, yeah, because it's just MMA, and sometimes fighters are injured themselves few hours before the tournament, sometimes even in the locker room. Actually, on the last tournament, it happens 2 times. People don't know it, but 2 times the fighter was injured inside the locker room, and we still keep going, and they still keep going, and they enter the cage injured. Yeah, so for us, it's unbelievable that this previous year it was so many injuries, and we are paying crazy money for promotion. You know, we are trying to put the best what we can, and also we are hurt by this on pay-per-view, on the rights, and also by marketing, and also by fans which don't know this sport yet. And also this is why we are doing most of the time 12 or 11 fights. That you know that we will always deliver a lot of fights and a lot of good fights, and you will have fun always when you go to OKTAGON. So what we are trying to do is to show our fans everywhere we go that you go on OKTAGON. I believe that there's always some fighters what you really want to see, but you know, it's like if you buy the tickets for World Cup and then Ronaldo is not playing, yeah, bad luck, but it's still World Cup. So I believe that this is something a little bit the same, and we have to use to own it. Yeah, everybody in this business is dealing with that. We are trying to do our best to give them the biggest possible attention, you know, but yeah, sometimes you got bad luck and sometimes you got better. Anything else for this? Yeah.
Frage an Enrique. Du hast auch einen Short Notice Kampf bekommen.
A question for Enrique. You also got a short notice last minute, so how did you prepare for your fight?
A minha preparação na Dig Studio vem sendo feita dia após dia. Eu venho dando o meu melhor e mais uma vez eu tô aqui fazendo a minha apresentação de última hora, né? Agradeço o evento, mas creio que em breve eles me darão um prazo maior para me preparar e um oponente digno para me poder fazer uma grande luta.
Also seine Vorbereitung ist zwar kurz gewesen, aber er hat bei uns im Studio.
Well, my preparation was very short, of course, but still I got to prepare. This was the very first time I got a short notice fight, but I think that in the future I will have more time to prepare for my next fights, and I'll do what I can.
Ich habe noch ein paar Fragen aus der Community für die Kämpfer. Einmal an Michael.
A couple more questions from the community for the fighters. First of all, from Michael. Michael, you actually announced that you are about to stop fighting, so why did you return? Yes, that's true. I said I'm going to retire, but I got a good offer. And, you know, there's still one more offer that I really want to fulfill, a place that I want to fight. And yeah, so I still want to continue fighting. This allows me to make a lot of money, and that's great for me. That's why I decided, yeah, let's try and make some more money fighting, and that's what motivated me. Thanks to that, I found this motivation inside of me. Just this possibility to fight not only for the money, but also for the fun. Great. We have a question for Mate Kertes. Your opponent has a 10-0 record. He already showed some good performances at OKTAGON. So are you coming into this fight fearless?
Yeah, I think this will be my 20th fight here, Octagon. So I was in every situation here. So it's the same, you know. We are here, we do the best, and it's a great opportunity, you know, to how does it say? Be the first one who beat a guy who has only a winning streak.
Okay, thank you. Und die letzte Frage auch an Felix. Du hast bei
And the
dem
last
neuen
question
Fighter-Format
is
gesagt,
for
dass du Karl
Felix.
Lauterbach kennst. Wie kam
As
das
part
denn
of this
zustande?
new format, you said that you know Karl Lauterbach. So how do you know him? I lied.
Okay,
I
danke,
lied.
das war's.
Okay, great. So in that case, that's it.
Just one quick last one for Theo. The face-off this morning was interesting, to say the least. What can you tell us about it?
For me, face-off is fun, and the real deal is the fight. So I take it easy. So that's all. It was fun. That's all. Voila.
Okay, that was it for the first part of the press conference. Now we'll change the setup, and the stare downs will be after second half.
Octagon is about to make Munich rumble once again. Octagon's history-making first-ever lightweight champion Mateusz Legerski is on the hunt for the title again for the first time in 5 years. But the mighty champion of 3 promotions, Attila Korkmaz, also has his sights set on the belt. With 16 wins on his record, he promises to set the Polish dynamite on fire before the crowd and dash his opponent's hopes of ruling the division again. A year ago, one of Octagon's biggest stars went head-to-head with Ekelin in the battle to be crowned the King of Germany before a 60,000-strong crowd at Frankfurt's football stadium. And now, the legendary Christian Jungwirth is preparing to make his big comeback. However, the immortal Celt will be put to the test by another huge name on the German scene. Elite warrior, Niklas Greenmash Stolzer. After his win over Velichkovic, welterweight number 2 and former lightweight champion Ronnie Paradisa will face off against the champion of 2 Brazilian promotions, Geraldo Neto. The dreaded executioner, who scored 16 finishes in 18 victorious fights, has defeated most of his opponents in under 2 minutes. Germany's number 1 light heavyweight fighter versus Octagon's iron-fisted Punisher. Octagon light heavyweight number 2 and world number 55 Alexander Popek has 11 first-round KOs to his name. And now he's preparing for a war in a catchweight 89-kilogram duel against David Hoshek, who'll be entering the most challenging fight of his career. The tension between lightweight number 7 and lightweight number 8 has been building for a long time. Champion of 2 Austrian promotions, Gökhan Aksu, with all 13 of his wins scored before the limit, will take on the ever-confident Dennis Frimpong. The Irish menace has already knocked out Topalai and Gabal. 2 warriors, a grappling expert versus a striking machine. 22-year-old European mega-talent Nafuka takes on the 33-year-old Octagon Underground King, Matusz Kohut. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Octagon 80, Legerski versus Korkmaz. Buy the pay-per-view and be transported to a front row seat for the entire tournament at octagon.tv. World champions and their emotional stories. An electric atmosphere. An unforgettable experience. Octagon MMA.
Okay, so let's start with the main card here, Octagon 80. First question.
I'm gonna start off with Dennis. First time you get to see Gökhan face to face this morning. What energy are you feeling off of him?
Feeling like small goblin energy. He had sliders on and I was barefoot and I was still like a foot taller than him. So he's going to feel that tomorrow as well. I know he says he hits hard and all that, but he has to land on me to hit me hard. And I don't believe he's going to land on me. I think he's going to have to walk through a lot of fire. a lot of weapons, and he's not going to like it before he manages to get inside my range. And I think we'll actually see a quick finish this time.
Wie antwortest du da drauf, Gürkan?
Die Antwort dafür gibt's dann morgen.
He will hear about it tomorrow. He will hear my answer tomorrow.
Question for David. You step in here on short notice against one of the top guys in Octagon. So how excited are you for the opportunity? It feels like you can't lose, right? You win, you get a potential towards the title.
Nefunguje mi ten překladač, nevadí, odpovím normálně, co jsem slyšel.
So I'll just answer from what I heard. Well, you know, it's a great opportunity for me, that's true. That's why I accepted it. I will do my best. I will try to show that I'm a quality fighter, and that's why I'm here.
Niklas, du hast vorhin gesagt, vielleicht ist es Zeit, eine
A question for
junge deutsche
Nicholas.
Star zu sein. Denkst du, eine Sieg über
You actually said that you would like to become a young star among the older fighters. Do you think that Christian is one of the older fighters?
Alles gut, alles gut. Es geht einfach darum, dass wir neue Gesichter brauchen für Deutschland. Fertig aus. Das ist alles.
Well, it's just, I was saying that we need new faces. That's it. It's not only about new faces, but we need more new faces. It seems like some guys just have like a monopoly here. And I think that we just need some newer faces, fresher faces, and I think that some people actually don't belong on this scene. What I'm saying is that we have so much new talent here in Germany, and we need to get them inside the cage. Do you think that with your style, you'll be able to win against Christian? Well, I just want to give a good performance, give you guys a good fight, and then people can decide if they like it or not. And they can decide, the community gets to decide, and then they say, yeah, that was a good fight. We'll see about that tomorrow.
Your teammate and good friend, Ion Serdu, he had to vacate his title due to missing weight earlier this month. Do you think if you win here on Saturday, do you want to then fight for the title, or are you going to wait and let Ion make the decision whether he stays at welterweight or moves up to middleweight?
Well, all of these questions are actually up to the promoters, the way the organization wants to decide. If it's me or Jon, it doesn't really matter. We always talk about it. If they give me the offer, I'll take it. If they offer it to Jon, he will take it. I just don't want to think about this. All I want to think about is about winning the fight tomorrow, and I want to win it nicely. That's my focus right now. And then what happens next, you know, everything's fine. I'm a fighter in this organization, and I'm going to fight.
Frage an Alexander.
A question for Alexander Popek. You wanted to go down a weight division into the middleweight category, and now you're on catchweight. So how are you feeling before this fight with Hošek? Well, I want to thank him for taking this fight on short notice, but he's still a very, very dangerous fighter. He knows how to deliver a very nice KO. And when it comes to the weight, this morning, I had to cut weight all the way up to 88 kilos, and we went from 88 to 89. So it was fine for us. Christian, you already fought so many times, so I have a question for you. What would a win against Stolze mean for you? It would mean a whole lot. Niklas Stolze has been on the German scene for a long time. He's a strong fighter. He's been in the UFC too. So that's amazing to be able to defeat that fighter. I want to get the win.
This is not too weit weg.
You're kind of eyeing, you're waiting for the big rematch with Eckerlin. Well, no, what I'm focused on is what happens tomorrow. We'll see about what's next later. That's not important to me right now, and I think it's the same for everyone. I have a question for Niklas. You're the co-main event tomorrow here with OKTAGON. You're getting a lot of attention, the attention that you wanted. So, do you feel respected here on the German scene?
Also egal, wo ich reinkomme, egal in welchen Raum ich komme.
Well, I always felt respected. It doesn't matter where I fight or where I go. I get respect everywhere. People are happy to see me, they're happy to watch me fight, so I feel the respect from the very beginning. I'm very friendly, so I never had any issues. I always feel it when I'm standing in the cage, and the most important thing for me is just showing up and giving a good performance.
Covid halt einfach ein ziemlicher Wichser war und dass auch Sachen einfach
Of course, COVID was hell. It was awful.
so viel Zeit verschwendet habe. Ja, und einfach so
You know,
viel Zeit
that
verplempert
wasn't a
habe,
good time. I couldn't train. The gyms were closed. I lost a lot of time.
körperlich halt auch stark und viel stärker als früher.
But I think right now I'm kind of getting to the prime of my career. I'm back, I'm stronger, and that's great for me. The Nicholas you're seeing right now is the best version of the Nicholas you saw before. But, you know, us fighters, we need to make sure to deliver a great performance for the
Nachfrage
fans.
noch, du hast natürlich jetzt auch neuen Zuwachs bekommen, auch das wird so viel thematisiert.
One more question.
Wenn man zum
You
Beispiel
recently
an Charles
became a
Oliveira,
father.
der hat das
We
so als
talked
große
about that.
Inspiration genommen, um halt nochmal UFC-Champion zu werden. Was
And
ist das so
Oliveira
persönlich für
sees
dich?
that,
Schöpft
saw
daraus
that
neue-
as an
neue
inspiration,
Energie?
or more like you took inspiration from him. So, did you get new energy from becoming a father? Yeah, of course. It's giving me, my son is giving me a lot of energy. It's great fun for me, and it's beautiful to have a complete
Ich
family.
muss auch dazu sagen, mein Feuer brennt schon immer. Ich habe
But I have to say one more
noch nicht
thing.
geschafft habe und noch nicht abgeschlossen habe und ich höre nicht auf, bis
The
ich
fire inside me has been burning all the time. There are some things that I haven't finished yet, but
und wie gesagt, ich bin noch lange nicht am
I still want to keep going.
Frage an
And,
Attila,
you know,
Niklas
this is
hat
not the end
gesagt,
for
diesen
me.
Sport
A question for
salonfähiger, größer
Attila.
zu machen. Du bist
Nicholas
auch ein
said
gutes Beispiel
that he
dafür.
wants to
Jetzt
make
stehst
the
du auch im
sport
Main
even
Event bei OKTAGON,
bigger
kämpfst
than
um
it
den
is
Titel.
right now.
Was bedeutet dir das Ganze so? bei so einem
And
großen
you're about to
Event
fight for the
in
title tomorrow. So what does that mean for you? Being the main event tomorrow.
Bestätigung für all die harte Arbeit, die ich und mein Team investiert habe.
It's
Und
just
es ist mir
a
auch gleichzeitig
confirmation
eine
that
Ehre,
my work is paying
auf
off,
deutschem
and it's a
Boden
great
zu
honor for
kämpfen,
me to
den
be able to
Octagon-Titel. Der
fight here in
Octagon-Titel
Germany
hat ein
on a German
sehr
stage and to
schwergewichtig,
fight
hat
for the
eine große
title.
Bedeutung in der MMA-Szene, insbesondere in Europa. Und ich möchte das
Having a
als Gelegenheit
title
nutzen,
in the octagon
um
is a huge thing. It
nicht nur
really means a
meine
lot,
Skills zu
and I really
präsentieren.
want to seize this
Ja, jeder
opportunity.
weiß, Attila kann gut kämpfen, aber
I
ich will
just
den Sport
don't want to
auch
show
transparent
only what
machen
I can do.
für
I also want to make the
für
sport
die,
more
für
transparent,
meine Audienz und
just
denen
for
den Sport
the
nahebringen,
general public, so that they understand it more, so that I
euch
can
alle entertainen, sowohl mit meinen Fight Skills
make it
als auch
closer
mit
for them, and that's what I want to do with my performances.
Oh, hier von German MMA 5, auch eine Frage von mir an Attila Korkmaz. Morgen dann auch dementsprechend eine
A question for
5-Runden-Kampf.
Attila
Hast du dann
Korkmaz.
da auch mehr Möglichkeiten zu zeigen,
Tomorrow
wie
you're going to
geskillt du bist
be
und wie
fighting for
geskillt du
5
dann auch als
rounds.
Figurski potenziell?
So, what do you want to show us tomorrow?
Ja, der 5-Runden-Kampf ist eine besondere Challenge, weil man ja, als
Well,
Athlet immer gewohnt
5
ist, 3 Runden zu
rounds
kämpfen.
is a
Aber
special,
ich
a
habe sehr viel an
huge
meiner Kondition
challenge.
gearbeitet.
We're
und 5 Runden sind
mostly
gar kein
used to
Problem für
fighting
mich.
just
Das ist
3 rounds,
genug
but I
Zeit,
really worked
um
on
ein paar
my cardio, and I think 5 rounds is no
spektakuläre
problem for
Aktionen zu
me.
bringen und
It will
meinen
give
Gegner
me
zu zermürben.
just enough time to be able to show some
Question to
good
Nikolski,
moves.
do you have to counter everything to that?
Do you have any answers for what you
Nie
just
mam nic
heard?
do dodania, jutro zobaczymy. No i dobra, cieszę się, że jest pewny siebie. Mam nadzieję, że damy dobrą walkę, ale niestety dla Tilli pas będzie mój.
I have not much to add. I will show everything tomorrow on the fight. The belt is going to be mine. I respect that he is confident, but I'm going for it.
No, it was slightly different. Yeah, I understand Polish.
Andre, can you give us maybe the perfect translation?
Yeah. I will fuck him up in first round.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, it was like this. No. He just said that he's definitely happy that he feels good and that he wants to show up, but he will win the belt.
Ja, Attila kontert so energisch darauf. Ist das, dieser kleine Trash-Talk hier, ist das etwas, was du einfach so auf die Ruhe lassen kannst?
Well, Attila is very energetic, so is trash talk
Mein Gegner
something
redet
that
nicht
you
mal
enjoy?
Englisch. Ich habe gar keine Möglichkeit, mit ihm irgendwie in irgendeinen
Well,
Trash-Talk
my opponent
einzugehen.
doesn't even speak English, so I don't really have the opportunity to fight
Energie ist
him,
low, aber ich hoffe,
like
dass er
trash talk him.
vollen Rohren
But
morgen
yeah,
erscheint.
the energy is quite low, but I think tomorrow we will show up in
Nächste
full
Frage an
strength in the
Popek.
cage. Another
Hošek ist
question
jemand,
for
der nicht
Popek.
gerankt ist im Middleweight. Ich meine, der letzte Kampf gegen Bilo Krivic war auch in den Prelims.
Hošek isn't really
Pre-Prelims.
ranked right now. He isn't there. So how important is this fight in your career? You know, what was important for me was fighting in Munich. It was really difficult finding an opponent on short notice, and he did accept the fight. So that's great for me, and I'm happy to be able to fight.
A question for Popek, a follow-up question. Why, or what do you think about the divisions? Do you think that you're flexible now, or do you want to change? Well, I really want to stay flexible. I haven't decided yet what division I want to be in. I talked about this before we were in Thailand, and for 2 weeks I couldn't eat anything. I was really light. I was even under lightweight. And then I got the offer to fight a title fight against Fleury, but I couldn't do it because I was 91 and he has over 100, so I couldn't do it. My weight is much lower, but not at the level where I was before in heavyweights. But we will see what happens. I really want to keep my weight flexible, so I can't give you a clear answer right now. This year there was a middleweight tip sport game changer. Do you think that there would be a division for you to have some attractive fights? I think yes, because this division is quite broad. In light heavyweight, it really depends. There are currently more and more fights, but definitely middle is larger, so it allows for more matches. A question for Gökhan Aksu. We have someone here who is sitting here in the T-shirt of Ronaldo. So what does it mean for you, apart from the fact that you can block someone on Instagram? Yeah, well, he can look like Ronaldo, but he actually looks much worse. He looks even uglier than normally. But he's a showman. He tries to make a good show. So yeah, he can continue doing that.
Mate, I look well better than you. You obviously haven't looked in a mirror in a long time, and you're going to look worse tomorrow. Tomorrow night, you're going to be in the hospital getting stitches, and you're going to be looking at yourself, and you're going to be crying. That's what's going to happen. But anyway, at the end of the day, we are going to see tomorrow, as he said.
Yeah, tomorrow it will be a huge fight. There's nothing else. So what are you doing against Dennis Frimpong as a fighter? So you spoke about what happened before, but where do you see his strengths, and can you take him down? I can have a look at my sport career, and I always look at myself. I can only look at myself and being a developed athlete as a person, as myself. And I can see that I am a stronger fighter, and I have all the weapons to fight him tomorrow and to win tomorrow. Question for...
You've got more losses than my last 4 opponents put together. You losing for a 7th time is not going to be that deep for you. You're just going to take a 7th loss, and you're going to say, that's just the way my career is going. You know, I'm out here beating undefeated guys. I'm out here beating prospects. You've beat a couple guys who make terrible decisions in fights. And you're going to see that tomorrow. Trust me.
You will be the next loser. And secondly, it's not the 7th, but the 6th match. So that would be the 6th loss. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to be a loss.
So now a question for Geraldo. You are new at Octagon. You have a very experienced and a great opponent in Ronald Paradiser. So what are you planning to do tomorrow?
A organização me surpreendeu muito. Tá tudo maravilhoso, tudo lindo. E amanhã só vai entrar 2 pessoas e só vai sair uma vitoriosa. E esse sou eu.
I'm very surprised about this organization. Everything is nice and well done. And tomorrow there will be 2 guys in the cage, and I will be the one with the victory.
Folgefrage an Gökhan.
Another question for Gökhan. You have a series of 5 victories, so tomorrow it would be the 6th one? Yes, that's the goal. I am a finisher, and I am going to go for a finish. But even if it's going to be 3 hard fights, I want to have a huge match, a huge fight tomorrow.
Question for Matus. You've been the Octagon lightweight champion before, but how cool would it be to not only win the title, but then get to defend it in Poland in April?
Byłem pierwszym mistrzem Oktagonu, teraz po prostu odzyskam to, co moje. A to, że będę bronił potem pasa w Polsce, bardzo mnie cieszy. Ogólnie mega się jaram, że Oktagon się tak rozwija, że zdobywa nowy kraj i mam nadzieję, że Oktagon zwojuje Polskę i bardzo się cieszę.
I was the first Octagon champion and I am just reclaiming what's mine. I'm really happy that perhaps I'm going to fight in Poland because I love the Octagon's expansion and the way it develops. So I will be really happy to participate in this event.
You putting the words lightweight champion in your Instagram account does not make you a champion. The real champion has a yellow tie and blue glasses and sitting across you.
Na pewno. Nie wiem, co ci powiedzieć, ale wiesz, w sobotę ja będę miał pas na sobie, a ty możesz mieć krawat, no to wiesz. Ciężki temat, no.
Bro, you know Duolingo is free, yeah?
Kto to jest?
Sorry?
Kto to jest?
I don't speak Polish, mate.
Nie
Most
przejmuj
people
się,
here
synu.
speak English.
He's asking who you are.
You know exactly who I am, mate. You know exactly who I am. But you have to worry about Attila first, and then I'll take him out after, yeah?
A co ty masz na głowie?
What you have on your head?
Sorry?
What you have on your head?
You know what I have on my head. You follow football, I'm sure. Poland's big for football, no?
Co?
Śledzisz piłkę nożną w Polsce i wiesz dobrze, co to znaczy.
Nie.
Yeah, as I said, Duolingo is free, bro.
Co to powiedział?
Duolingo for free. It's translated.
A. Śmieszne.
Really funny.
That was the answer to you, and he says like, yeah, it's funny. You can have your suit, you can have your tie, but I will have my belt.
Inshallah.
A nie da.
Yeah, another one? Yeah, sure, no problem.
Last one for Dennis Frimpong. So you think that Legeski wins the title fight?
No, as I said, he has to handle Attila first, and I think Attila's going to beat him. I think Attila's been more active. He hasn't had a bad back injury. He's not coming off a loss a year ago. So yeah, I think Attila wins. And then after I smash Gökhan, then it might be me and Attila. I do like Attila though. I think it'll be a good build-up.
Moim zdaniem to powinieneś grać w piłkę, a w Oktagonie mam rekord 9-1 i to chyba samo się broni, wiesz?
You should play football regarding your hairstyle, and in Octagon I have 9-1 record and it defends itself.
I'd play football with your head, mate.
Śmieszne.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I just want to add one thing that actually Niklas Stolze is the first German fighter in Octagon history. He fought 2017 on Štvanice. It was our fourth, maybe fifth tournament. And then Christian Jungwirth came. And Alex, yeah, and then Christian came. So
Here's the trio.
yeah, here's the trio. So because this guy in the first row. No. I just want to say this.
It was Octagon 7.
It was Octagon 7?
Yes. One of the best memories because Carlos took me for an after party and
Oh,
it
okay.
was
In
amazing.
Goldfingers, right?
Okay, and this is what we can talk about after 22. Okay, so we will do the standouts in 2 minutes. Give us 2 minutes and we will do the standouts.
So we welcome you for the stare-downs, the final stare-downs before tomorrow night. We kick off with this fight. Let's welcome a man on a 3-fight win streak, an Albanian national wrestling champion, the Beast, Eriklen Prizreni. Taking on a man who made a statement victory at Octagon 75, now on a 2-fight win streak, Enrique Mad Max Madureira. Give it up one more time. Prizreni versus Madureira tomorrow night. More action comes as we welcome our first Mexican fighter in the black and yellow cage. Let's welcome him now, Marco La Roca El Pedillo. Taking on a man fighting out of Paderborn, Germany, Ozan Aslana. Mexico versus Germany, Marco El Pedillo versus Ozan Aslana. Next up, we have a catchweight bat at 68 kilos, making his debut from Octagon, coming in with 4 finishes on his record, Teo Sangre Saldana Smith. With a man that's a legend in Munich himself, Michael Vivo Diegashek. It goes down tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. Teo Smith versus Mika Diegashek. Next up, we have a welterweight contest. 10-0 is his record. Coming in here, former Aries champion Felix Klinkhammer. Taking on a man with the most time in the octagon cage ever, Mate, the cold-blooded Kurtis. Germany versus Hungary. Mate Kurtis versus Felix Klinkhammer. Next up, our feature bout on the preliminary card, a battle of styles. Let's welcome now the Octagon Underground King, Matusz Mighty Rooster Kohut. Taking on the young prodigy, the Namibian Nightmare, Hafeni Nafuka. This goes down tomorrow night. Give it up one more time. Matusz Kohut versus Nafeni Nafuka. Now what people have done, maybe the people's main event, this lightweight contest, coming in on a 5-fight win streak, the menace, Dennis Frimpong. Taking on a man who also comes in with a 5-fight win streak, Gökhan Abeneta Aksu. The talking stops, the fight goes down tomorrow night. Dennis Frimpong versus Gökhan Aksu. Next up, we have a catchweight bout set at 78 kilos, making his debut from Octagon, the LFA World Champion, WAFC Champion, AFT Champion, Gerardo Neto. Taking on the number-ranked 2 welterweight in Octagon, former lightweight champion, Ronald Ronnie Paradisa. Brazil versus Slovakia, Gerardo Neto versus Ronnie Paradisa. Next up, a catchweight bout set at 89 kilos. We welcome first, stepping in here on short notice, David the Spartan Hoshek. Taking on the man from Munich, Ironside himself, Alexander Popek. Hoshek versus Popek tomorrow night in the SAP Garden. Co-main event time here. Let's welcome first Green Mask Niklas Stolzer. Taking on the last living Celt, Christian Jungwirth. Germany versus Germany. Jungwirth versus Stolzer. Our co-main event, ladies and gentlemen. One more bit of business tomorrow night, and this is for Octagon Gold, the vacant lightweight title. Let's welcome first, fighting out of Berlin via Turkey, Attila, the fearless Korkmaz. Taking on the former ever lightweight champion, Mateusz Legerski. Who will be the lightweight king tomorrow night? We find out. Attila Korkmaz versus Mateusz Legerski. That is it. The talking is done. Tomorrow night, join us live from the SAP Garden for Octagon 80 live on RTL Plus or OKTAGON.tv. Good night. Octagon is about to make Munich rumble once again. Octagon's history-making first ever lightweight champion Mateusz Legerski is on the hunt for the title again for the first time in 5 years. But the mighty champion of 3 promotions, Attila Korkmaz, also has his sights set on the belt. With 16 wins on his record, he promises to set the Polish dynamite on fire before the crowd and dash his opponent's hopes of ruling the division again. A year ago, one of Octagon's biggest stars went head-to-head with Ekelin in a battle to be crowned the King of Germany before a 60,000-strong crowd at Frankfurt's football stadium. And now, the legendary Christian Jungwirth is preparing to make his big comeback. However, the immortal Celt will be put to the test by another huge name on the German scene. Elite warrior, Niklas Greenmash Stolzer. After his win over Velichkovic, welterweight number 2 and former lightweight champion Ronnie Paradisa will face off against the champion of 2 Brazilian promotions, Geraldo Neto. The dreaded executioner, who scored 16 finishes in 18 victorious fights, has defeated most of his opponents in under 2 minutes. Germany's number 1 light heavyweight fighter versus Octagon's iron-fisted Punisher. Octagon light heavyweight number 2 and world number 55 Alexander Popek has 11 first-round KOs to his name. And now he's preparing for a war in a catchweight 89-kilogram duel against David Hoshek, who'll be entering the most challenging fight of his career. The tension between lightweight number 7 and lightweight number 8 has been building for a long time. Champion of 2 Austrian promotions, Gökhan Aksu, with all 13 of his wins scored before the limit, will take on the ever-confident Dennis Frimpong. The Irish menace has already knocked out Topalai and Gabal. 2 warriors, a grappling expert versus a striking machine. 22-year-old European mega-talent Nafuka takes on the 33-year-old Octagon Underground King, Matusz Kohut. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Octagon 80, Legerski versus Korkmaz. Buy the pay-per-view and be transported to a front row seat for the entire tournament at OKTAGON.tv.